Welcome back to the VW Garage. We got a quick one here for you today. It's a 2010 Volkswagen Golf. I have an airbag light that's on. I think the airbag is actually bad. I was able to find a guy parting out a car. He sent me his steering wheel and the airbag in it, and he said everything worked fine when he got it. So, or when he had it, when he put all the parts. So, the steering wheel's also got some like etching of oils and stuff from somebody over time that messed it up. So we're gonna replace the steering wheel too. Hopefully this will go well. Stay tuned. I'm going to mention some safety tips really quick here. Be really careful when playing with airbags. There happens to be, these things can go off. You can actually really hurt yourself, especially if it's disconnected and it goes off in your face, right? You want to be really careful with it. So in this process, one of the things that I'm doing is I actually have to leave the battery connected in order to turn the steering wheel to pop the clips. So just pay attention to that when I'm doing the job, and realize that I do not pull the wire on the airbag until I actually have disconnected the negative terminal on the battery. So pop the airbag out of the steering wheel, disconnect the battery, then disconnect the airbag wire, okay? Just a safety tip. Be careful when you're doing this. These things they can be dangerous. All right, we're gonna replace the steering wheel and airbag on a mk6 Volkswagen Golf. I'm gonna show you quickly. You only need actually one tool. It's a small little screwdriver. If you try to do it with a full-size screwdriver, you're gonna have a lot harder time. Let me show you how this comes apart, because behind the airbag is actually where the bolt is to remove everything. So if you look here, the airbag is not snapped in right now, but you'll see there's actually a clip right there. That clip latches right over top of that piece. So all we're gonna do, when we get into the car, so we're gonna turn it. So the steering wheel is facing up like this, so we can get to the latch on this side, and then we're gonna snap that latch undone. In order to take the steering wheel off, what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna take a screwdriver here, and we're gonna actually stick it in back here, right in between these two pieces of plastic without marring it up. And what we do is just break this piece up. So break it, pull it up. Once that's pulled up, you should be able to get to the clips behind. I'm going to actually film that in reverse so you can actually see the clip, and I'll point it out to you. I'm going to show you the clips here that we want to pry apart. It's actually right here. Try turning the phone around. So this clip, the clip is right there. So you see that clip? It's hard to do with a big screwdriver. And in fact, you probably have to do it with a tiny screwdriver. However, I'm going to pry that clip down through the little hole. And then when you do, it'll actually just go boom, and the whole thing will pop out. Then we will turn the key. Rotate the steering wheel 180 degrees. Do the same for the other side, and the whole airbag will come out. To disconnect or reconnect the battery, we are under the hood. Here is this is a 10 mil screw here, or 10 mil nut. We disconnect the negative terminal. You can see it says negative right there. All right, once you have the battery disconnected, you reach in and pull that little cable. All right, so couldn't see what I did, but this here is plugged in right here, and this is a release. All right. Next, to remove the steering wheel, I'm going to take a triple square bit on an extension, and you just break that free. It's only on there at like 50 or 60 foot-pounds, so it's pretty easy. Unscrew that, and you can replace the steering wheel. All right, once the steering wheel is off, you'll actually see these steering wheels are actually all indexed, so you pretty much can't put it on wrong. See this notch right here? So that notch goes back in where it was. So put it back in the same way. Next, I snap this back in. Actually, this new airbag actually has a slightly different connector. So I'm going to show you that. If you look, this white piece pops up and then it slides out. So when it's pushed in, it's actually locked in place. So just like the others, here's the clips that we pried out earlier, and just going to push that back together and snap it back in. And now that we're done, just put this all back together. Should all just snap in nice and easy. She does. Now, hopefully, we can go connect the negative terminal again, and hopefully the airbag light's not on anymore. The airbag light actually stayed on after I replaced it. However, I did an OBD scan, OBD2 scan. I do have a blue driver I use. I have a couple. I have a Matco one, a blue driver one. But so I actually pulled all the codes, and then I was able to reset it. Once I did, everything went away, and then I had to leave the car running for probably half an hour for that all to take effect. So you might have to do that yourself. Thanks for tuning into the Bearded Garage. So I lied a little bit. You need a little screwdriver to pry the steering wheel, the latches off the steering wheel, and then you need a triple square bit and a ratchet to take the steering wheel off. So you need a little bit more than what I said originally. So thanks for tuning in. Smash that like button, hit subscribe. You'll see what's coming up next. Thanks a lot.